From the sands of time rise stories of grandeur, resilience, and magnificence. The tales of the great African empires, often overlooked or relegated to mere footnotes in history, are narratives of remarkable civilizations that flourished across the vast continent. The richness and diversity of Africa's historical legacy hold secrets that illuminate the depth of its societal, cultural, and intellectual advancements. In this immersive video, journey back in time to explore the riveting narratives and remarkable legacies of the great African empires. Dive deep into the annals of history to uncover the rich tapestry of kingdoms, cultures, and civilizations often overlooked in mainstream discourse. Through engaging storytelling, stunning visuals, and scholarly insights, this video sheds light on the grandeur, innovation, and significance of these ancient empires. So, let's dive into the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 1. The Swahili City-States, East African Trade Hubs. On the eastern coast of Africa lies the historical tapestry of the Swahili City-States, a network of independent trading communities that emerged as pivotal actors in the Indian Ocean trade. This vibrant stretch, known as the Swahili Coast, extended from modern-day Somalia to Mozambique and served as a hub for maritime trade among Africa, the Middle East, India, and Southeast Asia. Thriving city-states like Kilwa, Mombasa, and Zanzibar flourished as intermediaries in this bustling trade network, their prosperity woven from a rich tapestry of cultural influences encompassing Bantu, Arab, Persian, and Indian heritages. The fusion of these diverse cultural influences gave rise to the unique Swahili culture and language. The exchange of prized commodities such as gold, ivory, spices, and slaves facilitated the wealth and influence of these city-states. Additionally, the adoption of Islam played a pivotal role in shaping their societal and cultural fabric. However, the decline of the Swahili city-states ensued due to multifaceted reasons, notably the disruption of established trade routes following the arrival of the Portuguese in the 16th century, alongside the ascent of other European powers in the Indian Ocean region. This decline wasn't exclusive to the Swahili city-states. It marked a broader trend during the onset of European colonialism in Africa. The scramble for Africa, occurring in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, witnessed European powers carving up the continent, often heedless of traditional borders and ethnic divisions. This arbitrary partition led to the loss of sovereignty for many African states and inaugurated an extended area of foreign domination. The repercussions of colonial rule were devastating. African societies suffered from resource exploitation, imposition of new governance structures, and the enforcement of forced labor. Indigenous cultures and traditions were suppressed, often met with severe repression when resistance to colonial rule arose. The enduring impact of colonialism remains palpable in modern Africa, with nations still grappling with its consequences. The mid-20th century witnessed a wave of African countries gaining independence from colonial rule, marking the era of decolonization. This momentous period ushered in the birth of numerous new nations, each confronting unique challenges in nation building. Establishing political institutions, fostering economic growth, and uniting diverse ethnic groups were among the significant hurdles faced by these newly independent states. Throughout this era, influential figures such as Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana, Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya, Patrice Lumumba in Congo, and Nelson Mandela in South Africa became iconic symbols in the fight for African self-determination. Despite the joy of independence, post-colonial Africa encountered multifaceted challenges, including economic underdevelopment, political instability, and external pressures from Cold War superpowers. In recent decades, Africa has witnessed a spectrum of developments. While some nations have made substantial progress in areas like economic growth, education, and health care, many still grapple with issues related to political stability, corruption, poverty, and conflicts. The history of Africa is an intricate weave comprising numerous empires, civilizations, and cultures. From the grandeur of ancient Egypt to the mighty empires of Mali and Songhai, from the artistic achievements of Benin to the religious legacy of Aksum, the African continent boasts a rich and diverse history that has indelibly shaped the world. Traversing through time reveals the resilience and adaptability of African societies amidst challenges and external pressures. While the decline of several African empires coincided with the advent of colonialism, the post-colonial era presented new opportunities and challenges as African nations forged independent identities and tackled long-standing issues. Number 2. The Kanem-Bornu Empire. The Kanem-Bornu Empire, situated in the region surrounding Lake Chad across modern-day Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger, stood as a significant force in the Sahel region, originating approximately in the 9th century CE. This empire, led by the Saifawa dynasty, was distinguished by its political structure and adherence to Islamic culture. It thrived through a centralized governance system and robust long-distance trade networks, connecting with other African territories, the Arab world, and Europe, effectively controlling pivotal trade routes in the Sahel region, fostering commerce and intellectual exchange. Islam played a fundamental role in the empire's evolution, as Islamic scholars and traders from North Africa and the Arab world influenced the region, marking a cultural and religious transformation. The zenith of the Kanem-Bornu Empire was reached in the 16th century under the rule of Mai Idris Aluma, who expanded its territorial boundaries and introduced significant military innovations. Despite this flourishing period, the empire confronted internal conflicts within the Saifawa dynasty and faced threats from neighboring states, eventually leading to its decline. By the 19th century, the empire encountered formidable challenges, including the emergence of European colonial powers in Africa. These external influences led to the fragmentation of the Kanem-Bornu Empire into smaller states. Subsequently, it was gradually assimilated into the colonial territories established by European powers, marking the end of its prominence and independence. Number 3. The Oyo Empire, Yoruba power. The Oyo Empire, situated in what is now southwestern Nigeria, held a prominent position among the Yoruba states in pre-colonial West Africa. Known for its centralized administration, military strength, and distinct religious customs, the empire originated in the 14th century with the establishment of the Oyo Isle city-state. Its expansion was a result of both diplomatic negotiations and military conquests. The Oyo Empire operated under a strict hierarchical system, with the Yalafin serving as the supreme ruler and the Oyo Messi, a council of chiefs, aiding in governance. The empire controlled trade routes and imposed taxes on various goods, including cola nuts and slaves. It was also a significant center for art and culture, showcasing the rich artistic heritage of the Yoruba people, celebrated for their intricate wood carvings and religious traditions. However, internal conflicts such as factional disputes and external pressures from groups like the Fulani and British forces contributed to the empire's decline in the 19th century. These challenges ultimately led to the waning of the empire's power and authority. Number 4. The Ashanti Empire, defenders of independence. The Ashanti Empire, situated in what is now Ghana, stood as a formidable pre-colonial force in West Africa, recognized for its vibrant culture, unique art, and its staunch resistance against British colonialism. Emerging in the 18th century, the empires might be deeply intertwined with its control over the region's gold trade. Renowned for their artistic prowess, the Ashanti people crafted elaborate gold jewelry and ceremonial objects highly sought after in trade. The Ashanti Empire boasted a well-structured government equipped with a sophisticated administrative system. At the helm reigned the Ashanti king, known as the Asantehene, a figure of substantial authority and revered as a divine leader. The empire's military, The Ashanti army displayed exceptional discipline, playing a pivotal role in the empire's defense. A significant chapter in the empire's history was the Ashanti-British scramble for Africa, during which the British engaged in conflicts with the Ashanti Empire throughout the 19th century. These Ashanti-British wars were marked by fierce resistance and military clashes. Ultimately, the Ashanti Empire succumbed to British forces, transforming into a British protectorate in the early 20th century. Despite this, the essence of Ashanti culture and identity persevered. The Ashanti people have continued to wield a significant influence in Ghana's cultural and political milieu, maintaining a distinct presence in the nation's tapestry. Number 5. The Zulu Kingdom, resisting colonialism. Our journey takes us to southern Africa, where we encounter the Zulu Kingdom. The Zulus, a Bantu-speaking group, established a formidable empire in the early 19th century, led by Shaka Zulu, a prominent military figure in African history. Shaka Zulu revolutionized Zulu warfare by introducing the innovative bullhorn battle formation and the stabbing spear, significantly enhancing the Zulu army's strength. Under his leadership, the Zulus expanded their territory, asserting themselves as a major power in the region. The ascension of the Zulu kingdom coincided with European colonization in Africa. This led to the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879, resulting in the defeat of the Zulu forces and subsequent colonization of their lands by the British. Despite this adversity, the Zulu culture and identity persisted. The Zulu people remain a significant cultural and political force in modern South Africa, their legacy enduring despite historical challenges. Number 6. The Kingdom of Axum. The ancient African civilization of Axum, located in present-day northern Ethiopia and Eritrea, stands as one of the most influential ancient African societies, its roots tracing back to the 1st century BC. Renowned for its monumental obelisks and distinctive architectural style, the Axumite kingdom wielded significant influence as a major trading power, linking the Red Sea with Africa's interior and the Mediterranean. It held sway over the trade of coveted goods like ivory, gold, and exotic spices. Axum's opulence was showcased in its towering stone obelisks, some towering over 100 feet tall. The Kingdom of Axum also holds historical significance in the adoption of Christianity as its state religion around the 4th century CE, marking one of the earliest Christian regions. The embrace of Christianity played a pivotal role in molding the culture and societal fabric of Axum. However, by the 7th century, the Axumite Empire commenced to decline due to various factors, including the rise of Islam, alterations in trade routes, and environmental changes. This decline led to the fragmentation of the kingdom into smaller states by the 8th century, marking the waning of Axum's centralized power and the onset of a new era for the region. Number 7. The Kingdom of Ghana, West Africa's trade hub. Ghana, located in present-day southeastern Mauritania and western Mali, stood as one of the earliest empires in West Africa. The kingdom thrived at the convergence of crucial trans-Saharan trade routes, dominating the trade of gold and salt, establishing itself as a significant economic and political hub. Its roots trace back to approximately the 6th century CE. Rulers, titled as the Anas, oversaw trade by safeguarding routes and imposing taxes on passing caravans. This revenue facilitated the development of a robust military and an advanced governmental system. The capital, Kumbi-Saleh, was a vibrant urban center with distinct districts, one catering to Muslim traders and the other to the king and his court. Ghana's economic prosperity and stability attracted merchants and travelers from diverse regions. The empire's decline resulted from internal conflicts, external invasions, and alterations in trade routes. In the 11th century, the Almoravid Berbers, a North African Islamic dynasty, invaded Ghana, disrupting its authority. The empire subsequently fragmented into smaller states, leading to the dissolution of its unified existence. This marked the conclusion of Ghana's prominence as a singular, powerful entity in the region. Number 8. The Kingdom of Zimbabwe, monumental architecture. Embarking on our journey in southern Africa, we encounter the Kingdom of Zimbabwe, renowned for its remarkable stone architecture, particularly epitomized by the city of Great Zimbabwe, which served as the kingdom's capital. Constructed between the 11th and 15th centuries, Great Zimbabwe stood as one of the largest stone structures in pre-colonial southern Africa, characterized by massive stone walls, towers, and an intricate network of enclosures. Though the precise purpose of Great Zimbabwe remains debated, historians suggest its role in trade, religious practices, and governance. The Kingdom of Zimbabwe's prosperity stemmed from its regulation of trade routes involving gold, ivory, and other prized goods. The strategic location of the city along these trade routes allowed the kingdom to amass substantial wealth. Additionally, the kingdom boasted a robust army and maintained strong relationships with neighboring states. The decline of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe remains shrouded in speculation. Historians attribute factors like environmental shifts, political instability, and resource depletion to the abandonment of Great Zimbabwe and ultimately, the kingdom's decline. This era marked a significant transition in the region, leading to the kingdom's eventual dissolution and the fading of its influence. Number 9. The Benin Empire, a kingdom of artistry. Journeying further south, we encounter the historical marvel of the Benin Empire. Located in present-day Nigeria, this empire earned renown for its exceptional art and bronze casting, signifying the kingdom's cultural prowess and artistic finesse. Originating around the 13th century, the Benin Empire flourished through trade with neighboring states and European powers, notably the Portuguese. The city of Benin, now referred to as Edo, was the empire's capital and was famed for its expansive city walls, extensive earthen fortifications spanning miles, fortifying the city and its valuable trade routes. Among the most enduring legacies of the Benin Empire are its artistic achievements, particularly in bronze and brass sculptures. Skilled craftsmen crafted intricate and lifelike representations of royalty, animals, and daily life scenes. These artworks left an indelible mark on both African and Western art, celebrated for their exquisite detailing. The kingdom was under a strong central authority, vested in the Oba, holding both political and spiritual power. However, the Benin Empire's relationship with European powers, specifically the British, took a detrimental turn in the late 19th century. A punitive expedition in 1897 led to the sacking of Benin City, the plundering of its artistic treasures, and the Oba's exile. Consequently, the Benin Empire became a part of the British Protectorate of southern Nigeria, absorbed into the British Empire. Though the empire itself ceased to exist, its rich cultural heritage and artistic accomplishments persist as celebrated aspects of history, preserved and revered for their profound influence and artistic excellence. Number 10. The Songhai Empire. The Songhai Empire, positioned along the Niger River in West Africa, stands as one of the most expansive empires in African history, reaching its peak during the 16th century after succeeding the Mali Empire. Key figures like Sunni Ali and Askia Muhammad played pivotal roles in the empire's ascendancy. Sunni Ali, founder of the Sunni dynasty, expanded the empire through military conquests and consolidated his authority. Askia Muhammad, his successor, a devoted Muslim, brought stability and effective governance to the empire. An integral aspect of the Songhai Empire was its structured administrative framework. Divided into provinces, each governed by its leader, a central government oversaw tax collection, trade, and military matters. The capital, Gao, emerged as a hub for commerce and cultural exchange. Under Askia Muhammad's leadership, the Songhai Empire attained its greatest territorial expanse, reigning over vast regions from the Atlantic coast to Lake Chad. The empire was notably influenced by Islam, with Timbuktu playing a central role in the propagation of Islamic knowledge and scholarship. The empire's decline stemmed from a series of events, including the Moroccan invasion in 1591, introducing advanced firearms that overwhelmed Songhai forces. This led to the fragmentation of the empire into smaller states and the eventual dilapidation of its once great cities. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the diverse tapestry of history. Until next time, keep discovering the world's untold stories.